I want to talk about in my podcast. I have 10 years of constant experience of working with hundreds and hundreds of bodies. I've worked with the excuse makers. I've worked with the whiners. I've worked with the complainers. I've worked with the braggers. I've worked with the people who just know it all because they think that they've been working out for years and years and years. And that's not what it's about. For me, it doesn't really matter what the reason is. If you love something enough, if you truly want something enough, and if you're dedicated, if you're willing to put that effort in, then what's going to happen is you're going to start to wake up. You're going to wake up hungry, first of all. You're going to wake up with a passion, with a purpose. And when you don't feel like you're living with a purpose, that sucks. That feels depressed. And there's no gray area. Like, don't get that confused. There is no gray area with this because you either get better or you get worse, okay? There's no middle area. When somebody, again, I'm going to use the analogy, if you want to pack on muscle, as I'm trying to grow right now, if I start doing a bunch of cardio and start eating really, really clean and tight, then I'm going to start losing it fast. And my goal is not that. My goal is to get the most results possible, but my goal is to get bigger. It's not to get cut. If you come to me and say, Tyler, I want to get cut, but I also want to build muscle. Well, you have to decide. If you want to be great at one thing, if you want to get killer results, then you got to decide, what do I want to be great at? Do I want to be just good at a lot of things, or do I want to be great at something? Okay? Getting back to the reasons. Today I want you guys and the people that are watching, I want you to comment some of the reasons why you think people don't get the result. Is it time? Is it effort? Is it money? Is it laziness? Is it having the proper guidance? Is it the tools? Okay? Because I can tell you this, if you start living with that mindset that reasons don't matter. If I want that result, I'm going for it, okay? I am going for it. I'm going to go aggressively to it and I don't care what gets in my way, okay? I'm going to get those obstacles. That's what life does. That's what it does. It throws things at you because it wants to push you off. It wants to test you to see, you say you want that, but are you willing to put the action in with the game plan to actually reach the goal? A lot of people want the goal, they'll write the goals, and they'll go to the gym, but when they get there, they'll almost back off because they're scared. It's scary doing a podcast like this. I've never done a podcast in my life. Setting that up, it was frustrating, but you get over that. You get better, and you can get better every single day. And this is why I need to be heard more often, because it's a reminder of how precious life is. After you try to, I've almost died a couple times in a car accident, fell asleep at the wheel twice, one on a highway, one almost going into Lake Ontario. That will change you. And whatever you feel like you need change, that's what you need to do. And if you're not willing to change, don't expect change. You have to be willing to actually put that effort in and make that change, okay? So don't act like if you're doing the same thing every single day and you're not getting that change, well, big surprise. If you're doing the same workouts every single day and not getting the results you want, big surprise, okay? Do something, get guidance, learn. The more you learn, the more you're going to want to do more, okay? You learn a little bit today, you're going to want to learn a little tomorrow and learn it even more. It's when you start a book, you can't get enough of it. But the hardest thing about starting a book, for me, I don't know about for you guys as well, especially audiobooks, is just getting into it, getting into that first couple of chapters. But it's so similar to your workout, because when I work out, I don't feel always like working out. I don't feel like always training legs, that's for sure. But when I start doing it, I just go slow, and I just say, I'm going to do a little bit. I'm not going to do a lot today. I'm just going to do a little bit. And what happens is I start building that momentum, and then I start getting better, and I start getting better, and then I'm into the workout, and by 10 minutes, I'm ready to go. I want to kill these legs. I want to maximize this time, because I don't want to waste that time. That's a waste of life, and I don't want to waste this opportunity and say, you know what, if this coronavirus lasts 2 years, are you just going to sit there and Netflix and TikTok all day? And I love the Netflix and TikTok. Actually, I haven't watched any Netflix yet, but TikTok I love. But the point is, maximize this. What skill can you add? What can you do to make you feel better? And I'll tell you one thing. If you're not putting any investment into you, if you find reasons, whether it's, I don't have enough time, I have too many kids, I'm stuck at home, whatever your reason is, and I really want to know your reasons, because the reasons, will depend on, it will establish your results. That's 100%. And if you're not willing to be real with yourself and willing to say, hey, I suppose I could wake up half an hour. If you're not willing to want to change, you can't be physically fit if you're not mentally ready. I'll tell you that every single time. First thing when you start a program like this, you gotta get mentally fit. You gotta get ready. You gotta say, okay, I'm prepared. When you guys have a game plan, everybody likes to do, I've trained a lot of people. What I've noticed is all you guys like to work hard. Prove that you can work hard. And that's the best thing. You come to me, all you got to do is do. I'm going to take care of your workouts. I'm going to take care of your diet plan. I'm going to take care of what cardio I want you to do, what vitamins, what supplement. So you don't have to think. That's an amazing thing. And it doesn't have to be me. It could be any coach. There's amazing coaches out there. And what I want you to do is push yourself outside that box. You will never change. And if you don't know fitness, if you've never really been trained, but say you've went to the gym for 6 years, that doesn't mean you know a lot, it just means you've got a lot, okay? I'll tell you that. I've seen guys that have been training for 14 years, and that's another big reason where they won't get the help because they're so stubborn in their ways. They've seen too many Instagrams now where it's all about the pressing and that's all about the strength. I'm going to post a picture today when girls come up to me and say, I just want to be strong. I don't care how I look. That is the biggest bullshit reason I've ever heard, because you do care how you look. Everybody cares how you look. And it's not about caring that you look, but it's about learning to love yourself. I haven't met somebody who's come into my gym yet and said, hey, Tyler, I'm really happy, but I hate the way I look. It just never meshes together, okay? Once they start to put that effort in improvement, they start loving themselves. That is the intangible benefit. That is golden. That is valuable. That is a gift to us. And if we can use that, our day's going to be better. And how much would you pay? That's a good question. How much money would you pay to feel better every single day? Well, you can. This is an amazing option right here. If you put that effort in and you get that habit, and you know what, the first couple days is going to suck because you're going to go and you're going to get ready and you're going to be tired all day and you're going to do all your workouts and you're going to be exhausted. Well, that's good. Then you're going to go to bed earlier and guess what? You're going to be ready for the next day. But if you can keep organized, if you can keep to a plan, if you can keep to accountability, that's when life's exciting, when you have something to push for. Everyone that I see that works so hard, I ask them their first thing, well, when's your goal? When's your timeline? Because you have to have chapters. There's no one way. I've done 20 different shows. I've never been satisfied. And I believe that that's how we are as human beings. We are always mildly satisfied. We are never fully satisfied as human beings. I don't care what you say. 6 weeks, I could give you the best results ever, and you're still going to want more. That's us as human beings, but accept that. Don't be stubborn to the fact or ignorant to the fact that you're going to be just happy after that. You'll never be happy with just working, and never and deciding that, okay, I have the perfect body. Perfect doesn't exist. Permanent exists. Permanent. Practice makes permanent. And if you can do that, make that part of your life, and you can practice those positive routines and get those good habits and start building yourself and putting some dedication and some love into yourself, guess what's going to happen? Your life's going to start to improve. You're going to start to feel better. You're going to start to feel stronger. You're going to want to do more. You're going to want to be more. You're going to want to say more. And most of all, you're going to start doing more for you and for the people around you. You're going to give a better energy. You're going to give that wonderful, excellent energy that people crave. And if you can give good energy, I can guarantee you're going to become more valuable. You're going to become more valuable at home, at work. People are going to want to be with you. People are going to want to do business with you. That is an amazing thing. If people are doing that for you, guys, then people are an amazing thing. And you have to have people. What I realized, I was training 20 to 25 sessions a day. I was doing everything myself until I really started adding team members and realizing this isn't about me. Not this process. This fitness process is not about me. This is not about me as a trainer. This is not about me getting a six-pack. This is about we. This is about us getting better. And if I can help as many people as possible in this world and make that contagious, beautiful energy that makes people want to get better and better and better, then what's going to happen is you guys are going to get better, and then everybody gets better, and then I get better, and I can do more, and I can give more, and I can do things like this and add more value to the world so people can be reminded that, you know what, this world is going to tear us apart. It's vicious. It is vicious. There is never ever a good time to start something like this. There is never a good time. But that's the thing. Don't wish for it to get easier. Don't wish for less responsibilities. You're not going to get less responsibilities as you get older. You're getting old now, man. Okay? So what you want to do is get better. Learn how to handle it. Learn how to manage it. When you start to do that, you're going to start adding things, more and more things. I have 4 kids. I can compete. I've done 4 kids, a show, training 4 to 5 hours a day for myself, still training 14 to 15 people a day, still running my business successfully and not running in a hole with almost no money. That's amazing. It's not, hey guys, do you know, look what I have. Look at my awesome six-pack. It's more, hey, Do you know how much I can take? Do you know what I've been through? Through a separation of sleeping on a couch for a year, not getting to sleep in the same house. That's tough, okay? But that's the goal, baby. That's the goal, that darkness will turn into light. And everybody has darkness. And what darkness do you have? I want to know, because whatever that is, you can change that. You can use that. You can fuel up. I don't like to use that darkness. Sometimes I do into my workouts, but I like to be grateful. I like to be grateful for the fact that, hey, I have a gym, okay? Because now, guess what, guys? That's been taken away right now. Even though I work out and have my own gym, I like to go to a gym. I like to get out of my element because I want to make sure I'm stepping outside my box, because if I stay inside my box, I only have 60, so I can't go higher than that. But the point is, I need that competition edge. For me, I need to step out. I need to get out of that box so I can grow, so I don't go. And I want you guys to realize that same thing, okay? Don't stay in that box. If you're doing the same workouts you've been doing for years and are you happy with your result? Well, kinda. You're not. Don't do that if you're asking me. Step up, learn, okay? Learn and earn. Even if you do 1 6-week program, the knowledge you will have for that is so valuable. And guys, I've been doing this since I was 16 years old. My motivation then was way different, trying to be more jacked than my ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend. But whatever it was, there was my darkness to light that brought me and that found this love. And I'm so thankful for that. And I talked to that person and we are friends. And you know what? That moment, those little moments is what shaped you. You're not going to remember your successes. You're going to remember what failed you, what kicked you down, what made you shape and be the person you want to be now. Because if not, you're going to waste your time being average. Why would you do that when you have one shot, one opportunity in this life? I don't understand why you wouldn't want to go and maximize. Why wouldn't you want to go step up and risk something? So what, you lose something? I've almost been bankrupt twice. I haven't lost a beat while doing that, okay? Why? Because I found a way. Because I believe with all my heart that this is what I was put on this earth to do. And every single one of you guys have a plan, a gift that you were given, that you could take that passion and you could make a business out of it. That's not for everybody, but you could. You could love what you do. And when you love what you do, it doesn't seem like work. I've gone for 10 years, over 10 years, with almost absolutely no sick days. I've worked for 51 weeks a year. So I don't believe, that you couldn't get better or I'm going to break down. At year 3, my family was the one who's telling me you're going to run down. At year 4, year 6, year 7, guess what? They don't say that anymore. Why? Because they know I'm a machine. They know I'm a machine, and they know that I'm getting better and I'm pushing hard, and it's up to me. I have 4 kids right now. That really, really care about me, and I'm responsible for making them, for giving them a life that to be proud of, to be a dad that you would be proud to have, to be a dad that constantly gives and constantly wants to have his kids get better too. And I hope that you guys can take something from this podcast. Please share it if you do enjoy it. And also, I'm not done with some of the reasons, because some of the reasons are ridiculous. The money. You know what, guys? We have all sorts of payment plans. Money is not, you can make money. Money is easy to make, okay? Go around your house for the day, look for stuff. You can pay for a whole program. I can guarantee it. So don't use that. And these are the reasons that, often make people just completely quit, and they'll find that and it sounds good to them, and it's a justifiable thing. Sometimes people get sick in your family, you have to take care of them, but that's okay too. But what you need to do is just learn to adapt. You have to learn to trust that, every season goes by every couple months. So things are going to change. You couldn't get better, but you got to work on making it better. Things aren't just going to change with no change from you. You have to decide that. You have to take that accountability. You have to take that responsibility, whether it's for you and for your family, because you're the one the influence. If you have a kid and you sit on your ass all day, that's what they're going to do too. If you never show them you want to go and be active, well, that's what they're going to do too. So make sure that don't force them. Never grab a child by the arm and rip them to show them, okay? Knowing this, I have 4 kids. Teach them, talk to them, okay? Let them decide. Ask them questions. Don't force things. And you can't be forced either. I can't force somebody to say, hey, you're getting ripped. You're going to do everything I say. But you have to decide. You have to be mentally fit to realize, you know what? I'm ready for this. I want this. And I'm willing to do what it takes. And I don't care what obstacle could get in my way, what challenge. I can handle it because I can handle this like a boss. And I am willing to do that work. I'm willing to put that effort. I'm willing to make those changes, those necessary necessary, and we know what those changes are. We have a little Jiminy Cricket here in our ear that tell us, oh, we shouldn't be doing this when we, and it's not about, again, guys, being perfect. Decide what grade you want to get. Whether you are like, okay, well, I'm a 94, 93% because I'm going to have 3 glasses of wine, but accept that. Accept that you're never going to get 100 unless you ditch that wine, but that's okay. You can still find pure joy and happiness in a program like that, because that's what it is. That's fit for lifestyle. And that's what I want you guys to understand, that everybody is different. Everyone will have their own grade, what their top grade is. Not too many people can say 100% that they're going to eat, they're going to do all the workouts, they're going to do all the cardio, they're going to do all the posts, do everything, and think that they're going to actually go through with it. That just doesn't happen, people. What they're going to do is probably get 75, 80% of that, but they're doing way more than they would have done. They're not, right now, sometimes they're getting 50% or 60% in the day, or even less. They're making their body worse, and that's going to backtrack you, especially through a virus like this, when you're stuck at home and you're isolated and you're stuck and you're starting to get sad and depressed and upset. That is when you need to build yourself the most. Let's not say, hey, let's relax and do that. No, let's build ourselves so we don't get even more depressed, because that will make you sick. You start stressing out, you start getting depressed, that's a matter of time before you do get sick. It's a time bomb, okay? And another question I want to ask you guys, can I get some comments here since you're watching? Are you willing to eat the shit sandwich? Okay? And if you're willing to eat the shit sandwich, and what that means is, in my work, I have to wake up sometimes at 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, okay? That's me eating the shit sandwich. That sucks, I have to do that, okay? But I love doing this training. I love working really hard. I love to do what I get to do every single day, because I was put on this earth to do that. I was put on this earth to make a difference, okay? And if I can do that, then I know that, you know what? I lost my train of thought. Somebody remind me. That happens. That's only the first time that's ever happened, though. Somebody give me a little comment, maybe? Remind. Okay, my point is, we don't want to waste this time. We don't want to waste this time living in this isolation and depression. We want to maximize, and putting that effort into yourself is going to start to make you feel good mentally before even physically. So don't forget that. We were talking about the shit sandwich and some of the reasons. Here's a big shit sandwich for the nurses. The nurses who are dedicating their life, God bless you, putting their life, they have to go to work and have to deal with these people, but that's what they dedicated their life to be. That's what they dedicated their life to be. They knew that before. They didn't know that probably a virus like this, but they knew that they were there to help people, and they were there, and they have to eat that shit sandwich. There's not amazing jobs sometimes that nurses have to do, knowing I've trained a lot of nurses, seeing what they do, but you know what? They do it because they're willing, they love what they do, they're making a difference, and the sense of contribution to society is huge. And I believe that Tony Robbins said it best. We have 6 human needs, and I'm going to go over them quickly here for you guys. Okay, first one is security. You have to feel like you have a place, warmth, sleeping. Okay, if you're in the cold, sleeping, you know, and it's freezing out, what's going to happen is that's going to be your only need. That's the only thing you care about, is getting warm into a nice warm bed or into whatever it needs. Next, okay, is variety. Okay, we need some variety because we get bored. That's why I do so many different workouts, so that we don't get bored. And that's why I remind people every single day, because boredom will kill you. Boredom will kill results. Boredom is stress, okay? We don't want that stress taking our results after we're working so hard for that. Number 3 is significance. You have to feel significant, like you're significant at work, like you're significant in your job, like you're significant in your family. Feel like, you know what? My team needs me. I'm important, and I need to feel like that. And definitely that's a huge one. 4th one is love or connection. And I mean, that's hard, because love this day, what is love? Have you been in love? Do you know what love feels like? Do you feel like you've been, I don't know. Love and connection with people. And I mean, that's an amazing thing too. We need that love and connection. I absolutely believe that. And these are all ones for the person. Next ones are for the soul. Okay, so as we do the soul, as we do the soul searching here, the next need is what is it here? Growth. Okay, so we need some growth. If you guys aren't growing, you're going. And like I said, there is no gray area. There's up, there is down, okay? You're either getting results or you're not, okay? And you have to decide that by your actions. It doesn't matter what you say. It's by your actions of what you're doing every single day. Are you actually doing the workouts? Are you sticking to the meal plan? Are you mentally ready? Are you mentally know that you're getting better? Because if you're telling yourself not, then you're not going to get better. If you're mentally telling yourself, hey, I feel like it's kind of working, well, you're going to get kind of results then. That's just how it works. You have to make sure that mindset is laser focused and aim at higher ground. Don't go basic. Don't go average just hoping for average results, okay? There's no hope. If you're prepared, okay, you're going to get the results. Simple like that. And if you have the program, you have the structure, you have the accountability, you have the cardio, you have there's no reason. That's science, okay? That is not me making a magic pill to say, hey, do this and you're going to end up with magic results. This is hard work. There's no way around this as well. Going over that again, last thing I want to go over is that shit sandwiches, and even when you compete, I was eating chicken and tuna at 4:30 in the morning. Tyler, why are you doing that? I don't like eggs. But how can you have chicken? Because I don't care. Because I care about the result. I want the result, and the results always outweigh the reasons. And people that don't, what happens is they take the loss, and that's way more important than the win to them. And that's the result at the end of the day. All those justifications weigh out how important that result is. And I mean, for you guys, the result of just improving every single day, putting that effort in, especially not getting weaker, not letting your immune system go to shit with shitty food, sitting on a couch, doing nothing, being inactive, that is not the way to go here, okay? The way to go is show those results. Find a way. Do what you can with what you got, with where you are. It doesn't really matter what you have. You can lift soup cans. You can lift water jugs. Guys, if you're really willing not to spend the money, put that money into yourself. Do something. Put it in an audio book. I like the book Relentless. If you're looking for good, great, unstoppable people. I also like the Dark Side of the Light Chasers, so we can appreciate all of the negatives in the world. Everybody has the ability to be cruel and mean, and I don't care what you say. Everybody has the ability to feel those emotions because we are human beings, and that's what we do. And so when we feel those, then it's funny how we portray it and give examples to the world. But for me, I've been through a lot over the last 2 years. Had to change gyms. I've had to go through a separation. But at the end of the day, I've grinded. I pushed it out, and I'm so fucking proud of myself and my business to continue on through this process, and I'm gonna go to a whole new level, and I hope you guys will join me, and I hope that you guys are staying safe, and I hope that you can share this podcast if it affected you today in a positive way. I want to thank you very much. I like to do about a 23 minutes on the dot. One thing that I want to end with is, guys, never be so ignorant to the fact that you can't learn, okay? Even though I train this amount of people, I'm always getting a coach so I can learn and I can get better and better and better. I don't want to be content with the stuff that I know. I don't want to be content with just this knowledge. I want to make sure that I can be the best version of me possible. And if you can do that, if you can take today and beat today and start building the momentum for you and start doing things for you, and whether that's cleaning the house, whether it's working out, whether it's eating better, that's preparing your food, do whatever, I swear to you, your life will start getting better. Start building that little bit, and you're going to get a lot of it, team. Have a great day.